Right here.
Okay, brilliant.
Yes, guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Spurs Talk Show. Here with number 4 on the fan cams today. We got Jack from Spurs Related. How are you, Jack?
I'm doing so well, Sean. What a win, what an atmosphere. We're here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and we've got the best Spurs channel. I say it quietly. Absolutely fantastic. So glad to be here, Sean.
Mate, it's great to have you. Listen, I just had a conversation with Sim from We Are Tottenham TV, who caught me by surprise. He thinks that Tottenham was super lucky today. Do you agree?
You know what, it's a really interesting point because I can see both sides. I think, depends how you look at it. In previous years we sit back, we wait for our chances, but today we really pushed and it felt like there was a belief that we had to go for that win. I can see where he means because sometimes I felt like we were a bit slow in possession, and with 9 men, Sean, we've got to be going at them straight away. We've got to get those balls in the box, and it felt like sometimes we just didn't know what to do with the ball. But great teams that really want to push hard at the table, they get the job done, and that's what we've done today.
Dude, I mean, I'm a little bit flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I felt like Tottenham, you know, apart from in the first 20 minutes, obviously that you had the double save from Vicario.
Great save.
I don't really feel like Did Liverpool create too much other than the goals that they scored? I don't feel like they had too many other chances, did they?
They definitely didn't. And if you look at their attack, come on now, Szoboszlai, Salah, Jota, Luis Diaz, the list goes on and on. They've got so much attacking threat. But Mickey van der Ven, just a quick shout out to him today. He's pacing behind, the way he mopped up the play. They really didn't offer much. I think I understand where Sim's coming from, because when we had the ball in possession, it felt like we couldn't quite carve them open. Look, that's because they were sitting behind the ball as well. So I've got to be honest, we got through it, and that's all that matters. When you're a team that wants to be up there at the end of the season, you've got to break them down, you've got to whip those balls in front of the box, and Porro's put that in the 95th minute. So it's
let me ask you about the specifics of the game. Before the first red card, I thought that Tottenham were at their best in the game when it was 11 against 11. I know Liverpool had that early chance, double save from Vicario. Tottenham had a chance when they rolled it across the face of the goal. I think it was Udogie or I forget, it might have been Richarlison who laid it across the front of the goal. We didn't get on the end of it. But I thought the early sort of 25 minutes, I thought Tottenham had the better of it apart from that double save. And I think that, you know, Liverpool generally, when they did break, they played the counter-attack today, but then I still don't, I'm sorry, maybe I need to watch the game back, but I don't really feel like Tottenham were under that much pressure. Then the red card happens. Was the red card legit?
I think so. It's different when you watch it behind the screen and it's slowed down, but we've seen a lot worse given. We saw Marlo Gustafsson give that as a red card today. It was worse. At the end of the day, you can't go with your studs up. He's followed through, and it's a red card. You've got to take it on the chin. Tottenham last week, was Bukayo Saka's a penalty? Probably not, but that's part of football. You're not always going to get 100% right, and I think it was a red card. And you know what? Spurs were the stronger team before that anyway, and I think we need to be given credit. I don't mind going under the radar, but Tottenham are a team to look out for this season, and I'm so glad to be a Tottenham fan.
As the half progresses, we go 1-0 up. At that point, against 10 men, are you confident? Are you comfortable? Or are you thinking back to Newcastle against Liverpool when Newcastle were 1-0 up and were also up against 10 men, and then Liverpool came back into it? What were your thoughts then?
It feels like a fresh Tottenham this season. It feels like Postecoglou's really got them all together, fighting for a unit. There's no real stand-out players. I know people are going to talk about Son and Maddison, but it feels like a collective. It feels like a unit. And I feel like for a team that is fighting all together, that's so much more powerful rather than relying on 1 or 2 players. So I always felt like, as a team, we could get through it together. Liverpool are always going to have that threat at the end of the day. They're a great team. They beat us in the Champions League final. They've won the league. But it felt like a Tottenham team that believed, and we did it.
Speaking about the team, putting the team to one side, let's talk about the individuals for a moment. I mean, for me, I thought the man of the match is a difficult one to pick, but I thought it was someone in the back line. Either Pedro Porro, I thought he was brilliant today. I thought he was absolutely spectacular. I thought, once again, Destiny Udogie is a shout for the best left back in the league. But moments in the game also make you really remember what happened, and Romero smashing Salah in the second half with that 100
sets the tone, doesn't it? It sets the tone, 100%. Christian Romero, he's a player that's really took on that responsibility this season, and I don't think he got a yellow card today. I think he's...
Oh, no, he did.
He did. Okay. He has in the end. But at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want someone fighting for the badge. Us as Spurs fans, you want to see that passion, and he's someone who is going to go in hard, and he's going to be someone who gets the crowd together, and we're going to get through it as a team, and that's what we've done. I love it from Romero. For Udogie was fantastic. Porro's technical ability, it's unbelievable. You always believe he can switch from defence to attack so quickly. His ball's in behind. You've got the pace of Son on the wing. It's It's brilliant. Honestly, it was fantastic.
Sonny gets taken off second half. Do you think that was down to the fact that he was struggling with some sort of knock all week and before the Arsenal game? Maddison also comes off. I thought both of them were below their best today. We still got it done. Sonny gets the goal. Obviously, you need a leader to step up. He finds his way to get that little flick on. It's becoming a little regular thing now. But those two I didn't think were spectacular.
Yeah.
Do you put that down to the injury, the knock, or something else?
I think so. I still feel like Maddison, just when he gets in those pockets of space, he's always looking to paint that picture. He's looking in behind. And that's where our goal come from, because Maddison was always looking for that ball in behind. And then when he found Richarlison, he threaded through the eye of a needle and then cuts it back to Son. That's all you need, one moment. It's not always going to be perfect. And at the end of the day, we've got to understand that. We're forgetting we're playing one of the best teams in Europe. Yes, they had a bad season, but Liverpool are a fantastic team, and we managed to break them down. I don't think they were perfect, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, they're part of a team that is building something special, and they definitely are our strongest two players currently.
Did we deserve the 3 points today, Jack?
Sean, I'm always going to say we did. Of course we did. You've got the crowd behind us.
I'm shocked. I'm sorry. I'm shocked that Sim said we didn't.
Let's put it this way. We were always the team. If anyone was going to score, it was going to be us. We're putting on that pressure. We've got Richarlison hungry, fighting from the line. Solomon was far from perfect, but he was willing to drive with the ball. Porro, he was never cutting that ball back. He was always going to whip it across the face of goal. We deserve that goal. We put on the pressure, and we should be a team that people are scared to play. That's for sure.
Jack, we got 4 big games coming up. We've got Luton away next week. We've then got Fulham at home, I think, Palace and Wolves.
Yeah.
Are we talking about going unbeaten and through 11?
Could we? Should we?
I don't know.
Will we? You know what? I tell you what, Spurs fans, it's time to get excited. Get the community together. Get on this man's channel. Share your thoughts, because there's a good vibe around the club, and I really believe we should do it. We were not the season just yet, but these next 4 games, we need to set the tone, carry on playing this free-flowing attacking football, and get the goal difference up. Believe in the players. Really, go for it.
Are we in a title race?
Tell you what, Sean, I don't want to speak too soon. I've had a couple drinks. I'm excited. We're all excited. But you know what? To dare is to do, and that's the motto.
So you're not going to come out right and say it. Henry Wright's come out right and said we're in a title race.
I'm not quite as clickbait as Henry Wright, but I tell you what, we should all believe. Here on Spurs Related, we wear our heart on our sleeve, and you know what? Man City dropped points today against an underwhelming Wolves side. We got a good result at the Emirates. Liverpool, we beat them today. Why can't we? Will we? I'm not sure, but believe.
Listen, I've got to be honest. It's the first time I can't remember since. I don't think it's. I'm not going to say it because I've got no idea of the stat, but I don't think in my lifetime I can remember Tottenham playing 3 top 6 teams in the first 7 games and staying undefeated.
Exactly. Well, that's why it's time to get excited.
It's a reason to believe.
Spurs fans, believe. Come on these fan channels. Tell us your thoughts. Believe in yourself. If we don't do it, we don't do it. But you know what? There's reason for optimism. I'm so proud to be a Spurs fan. Get yourself down here, guys. Come on. You've got to believe in yourself.
Love it, Jack. Listen, but last question for you, mate. Where can everybody find you?
Everyone can find me on Spurs Related. There is a match vlog coming out today. I love sharing my thoughts. I love building community, especially when you meet great lads like Sean, Sim, all the boys giving their thoughts today. Guys, come over to the channel. Let us know. Say hi. It's been a pleasure.
I'll be putting the link for Spurs Related in the description below as soon as I get home. Jack, absolute legend, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Debut in the fan cams. I'm going to see you every week if you come here every week.
I'll be there.
Last thing for you. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs!
There you go. Awesome.